Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Allison, and today we are planning out the week of December 8th through the 14th in my Erin Condren Daily Duo. Today we are using this Planner Kate kit 116. It's a vault kit, and it is just so cute. I love this, the little reindeers, and it's just got the pink and green. I don't know, I think it's super pretty for Christmas time. So I have the sampler sheet. I have the standard boxes, and we have some of the labels, and then the date headers right here. So to get started, I usually just go back through what this past week has looked like, and it has been pretty crazy. I don't know that it's accurately reflected here because my lists look pretty small, but it's just been really busy. So we had our Christmas parade. Tuesday was pretty simple. Wednesday, we did have a game get canceled on Thursday. I feel like we did something else in place of that, but I can't even remember right now. Don't even know. Okay. And then Friday was pretty busy. I went to the Christmas home tour, and then my daughter had practice and a party and all the things. We had robotics all day on Saturday, and then birthday party. And then today is Sunday, so I am working on this list of to-dos. So let's get started here. On Monday, I'm going to go ahead and put my date dots in here so that I have that part done. There we go. Okay, and then as far as my work labels, I think I'll use these here. So I'll go ahead and set those up. There we go. Okay, and then I think I'm going to wait on the to-do. Sometimes I put the to-do stickers on a label as well. But we have a ton going on this week, and I just want to make sure I have enough. Like, surely I will. This looks like a lot, but I just want to double check. So I'll probably wait until the end for that. I do need to cut my washi strips. If you're new here, thank you guys so much for being here. I did have quite a few subscribers in the last couple weeks, new subscribers, which is awesome. I hit 400 this week, which is just mind-blowing to me. I'm so thankful for you guys. But I use this Daily Duo, but very rarely do I purchase Daily Duo kits. I usually purchase other random sheets. I like the Hobonichi Cousin. I like these just standard weekly sometimes, and then I just cut the washi to make it fit for a Daily Duo the best I can. So that's what we're doing here. All right, I'm going to white this out there, and then I'm going to wait on this part. But okay, I think I'm going to start with the reindeer. Hopefully you don't see that through. I know you guys hear me gripe about it every week, but this is getting harder and harder. It's just too thick right there. It won't lay down flat, but I think that works. I tend to do it on the side just so it has the least amount of whiteout showing. Although I do kind of wish I could just center it, and I think that would look nicer, but you know how I want to like rub on the whiteout? Sometimes it just kind of gets dingy. So anyway, let's get going here. So this week was crazy. Like I said, the home tour was really cool. I wasn't sure what to expect. I'd never done that before. I did think that it was going to be a little bit more Christmassy. So they were like Victorian homes from the 1800s. I think one or two was from like the early 1900s, but all were at least 100 years old or more. And so they were really, really beautiful homes. I just expected them to be like overwhelmingly Christmassy, and they were not, which is fine. It was good. We still had a really good time. It just wasn't what I had thought. But a thought did just come to me. I have these left over from last week. I didn't end up using the little forks and knives, so I'm gonna go ahead and use those this week because they're the same, pretty much the same colors, even though it's a different sticker shop, but that works, I think. So I'll do that to mark my dinner. And then let's go ahead and mark my work hours. So again, if you're new, I do work just like a typical corporate 8 to 5 outside of the home. Unfortunately. I really only say unfortunately to that because me and my husband work for the same company. However, his department gets to work on a hybrid schedule, so he's home 2 days a week. But that's okay. All right, so we've got our basics laid down here. So I think I mentioned in the beginning, this is a very busy week. So let's see how we can make it all work. So Monday, for sure, let's do that first, is my son's birthday. So I think I'm going to use this one, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to have a ton of room though, huh? Okay, I would really like to use a big one, but I'm not going to have room for much else. So I guess I could always like put it in the middle of the day. Like it doesn't have to be at the top, right? So, okay, let's go ahead and mark trash day up here. And then let's see here. Oh, this ticket, or this kit says garbage day. That's different. Okay, so we've got that marked. And then, yeah, I think I'll just put one of these down here in the middle of the day because it doesn't matter what time, right? It is his birthday, no matter what time of day it is. So let's write that out. There we go. And he's turning 12. So let's see here. I don't know that I pulled very much like actual birthday. I feel like I do have something though. Okay, I think we're gonna try these stickers, which is awesome because we get to empty this out, and I love that. Okay, so we'll mark that for his birthday, and then I have some little, none of these are like a perfect match color-wise, but I think it's okay. We're just gonna do the gray. There we go, that's cute. Okay, so it is my son's birthday. And bless his heart, he is having, so I'm filming today on the 7th. And we actually did not make it to church this morning. I think it's 11:30-ish right now. Because my poor child smashed his finger. Last night at the bowling alley, he was at his friend's party. And it was like the last few minutes. And he slipped, fell somehow on the floor. And the bowling ball came down on his finger. And it's rough. I'm pretty sure it's broken. We tried, it was like 9 o'clock last night when we left, so I didn't take him anywhere last night. And then I tried to take him to urgent care this morning, and the first one that we went to does not have x-rays on the weekend, so they weren't able to help us. And they suggested going to the ER, and, oh, that's a little too far over. I don't know. Like, I feel like we've waited this long and it's not like they're going to do stitches or anything. I do think that it's probably broken. He's not in a ton of pain. I've given him Tylenol and he's fine. So we're going to wait till the other one opens here at 1 because I do x-rays on the weekend. That way I can avoid the ER fee because our insurance automatically charges, like when you check into the ER, it charges a $500 fee. And it just, I mean, that's a lot, right? I don't know. I may be a terrible parent, but it's cleaned up. He's not in pain right now. And, yeah, that's the story. So I'm going to take him to get that x-rayed. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's broken. Just like the tip, like it's just right here. I don't know. It looks terrible. Okay, so this week, of course, right before Christmas is dress up week for 2 of my children. The third one, his dress up week is next week. So I'm going to write those here on the side. My son, he's in middle school. He will probably dress up a few of the days. I don't know about every single day. And then my daughter, as a cheerleader, they are heavily encouraged to dress up. So she will have to dress up for high school. Okay, so we've got the birthday, we've got dress up days. My son has robotics, so let's go ahead and put that in. And I think I'm just gonna use, okay, instead of like a big box to cover the whole time, I think I'm just gonna use one of these smaller boxes, and it's okay. Like I know the time frame. He goes after school until 5 o'clock. And really the only reason like I have to write it in is just so that I remember where to pick him up. So like on robotics days, his pickup location is still at the school, but it's a little bit different than just a regular school day. So that's my main reason for writing it in. There we go. Okay, so we've got that in. And then let's see here. My daughter does have an extra practice this night. I can't remember if I said, maybe it was in last week's, but she has a competition this coming Saturday, the 13th. So they've been having extra practices. So she had one on Friday night, and then now she has an extra practice on this night. And I think I'm going to do the same. I may just write it in like this actually, just to avoid using the big ones because I don't have a ton of those. And I'll just write the time in. So she goes from 7 to 8:30. There we go. I think that'll work. There we go. Okay. All right, that's all we have so far as plans. I do think that my son will want to, I think he'll want to go out to eat or do a special dinner or something. So I am going to put a sticker here. I think I'll just put the green and I'll mark that. And then I'll confirm with him if he wants us to cook a special dinner or if he wants to go out. I'm almost positive he'll want to go get a steak. That's just who he is. He loves steak, potatoes, salad. That's like his favorite, so I bet that's what he'll want to do, but we'll just double check before I write anything in. So I think we're good to move on to Tuesday now. My watch is blowing up as usual. My son, he really does have the best friends. Like, so many of his friends and parents and all the people have texted me to check in today on him, which is just so sweet. There we go. And then this is for Tuesday. Okay. And then we've got work, of course. Have have to work every day this week. All right, and then let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and choose one of these boxes. I think this one's cute. Actually, they're all cute. I know these are holly berries, but it just reminded me of mistletoe. And I have not been able to find any mistletoe this year. Like, I know usually in the past you could buy some just at like Walmart or Hobby Lobby or something, like a craft store. And I haven't seen any this year. Is that weird? Is that normal? I don't know. We usually get some for our house, but I haven't seen any. Okay, so to get started here, we'll do dress up days. And so we have Santa, elves, or reindeer for Hendrix. And then Cadence's is just wear all white, like a snowy snowman something. I don't know. And let's see here. We'll choose a pink color. Okay. I guess I need to do my work hours, huh? Okay. I apparently need to get some new Paper Mate flares because these are all looking rough. They're not very dark. Okay. Tuesday. We don't have anything before school. I do have a lunch thing, so I'll use, I guess, this one. We'll just do the red. Okay. So our work Christmas lunch is on this day. I guess I could just write holiday because it's technically, they combine our Thanksgiving and our Christmas. We used to get 2 separate meals, but sometimes they try to pretend times are hard. Even though, I don't know. It is what it is. I probably shouldn't talk about it on here. Okay. And then they have requested, as like a little fun thing, to wear an ugly Christmas sweater. So I'm going to add that on there. Okay, so that's on Tuesday. And then my son has robotics again. Let's see, which one did I use? Okay. So we'll add some green here. Okay, and we'll do our robotics practice. Their first competition was good on Saturday. They had a couple of little mistakes that cost them. It disqualified a few of their like scoring and their points and stuff. I'm not even gonna pretend like I understand it because I try, but it's different. It's hard to get. It's not like football or basketball, you know, the scoring and stuff. So I'm learning, but they had 2 of their 6 rounds weren't so great. So their average ended up being lower. They didn't qualify for finals, but they had some really good learning experiences. And I think they, you know, just kind of learned some things for strategy next time. And my son was already talking about things he was going to work on in practice this week. So that felt good. I think one of the biggest things with robotics is problem solving. Like, his coach and his teacher is not going to tell them exactly what to do and tell them the exact strategy they need to use. It's all about, you know, them finding out and problem solving and working together and all the things. So I think that's great. Okay, so he's got robotics. My daughter has cheer, And I think I'm gonna use, I had some of these left over from last week as well. Uh-oh. There we go. And she has cheer until 8. Again, somehow I always forget. I don't know why. I guess maybe because I don't do, like my husband does drop off on Tuesdays. And I don't know, I just can't seem to remember what her time is, apparently. And okay, so we've got that marked, and let's do, oh, I forgot I have all these over here too. I don't love all the timed ones, I'll be honest. I know that she doesn't, her newer kits don't have as many of the like timed appointment labels. Those are not my favorite, but that's okay. I'm gonna use one anyway. And I'll just put one of the icons in there. One of these little cheer ones. There we go. And so we have coaching and tumble. I guess I could put a little. Okay, so that's on Tuesday night. And then sometimes this kind of stuff is hard because my son has a choir concert, and I would love for my daughter to go. I'd love for us to go as a family, but sometimes we just can't do that, and that's just, you know, sacrifices we make. So his choir concert starts at 6. So I will put that there. I don't think I have any stickers I can use for that, so I'll just have to write that in. Okay. You know what I do have, actually? My daughter used to be part of the youth worship team at our church, and she decided that she did not have time for that. But I do have some music notes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll get some use out of these. Let's see here. They're not 100% match any of the colors, but I'll just do that. That's cute. Okay, and I think that's it for Tuesday. Yep. All right, let's move on to Wednesday. I think I am gonna try whiting all this out and putting the washi strip in the middle. So how has your guys' week been? Has anyone got their planner cake orders yet? Because I am so excited. So I made an order, and I kind of forgot about it, honestly. I made an order like the last day that she did customs, whatever day that was. So I made a small order that day so I could get a custom script for my planner setups. And then I kind of forgot about that. And it actually came after my first order. My first planner cake order was the one from Thursday night. And it came on like, I don't even remember, Monday or Tuesday. Like, it was so fast. Which I think I had to pay for priority shipping on it because I ordered like an album, and like I had a bigger box. So I think I was paying for the faster shipping, which is perfectly fine. And honestly, I kind of want to do that every time because that was so fast. So I did get that. And then, so I have those 2 orders in, and now I'm just waiting for the one that I placed on Cyber Monday, because I placed a second or third, however you want to count those, order on Cyber Monday. And that one it shows to be delivering tomorrow on the 8th. So still a week for shipping, which is crazy for processing and shipping. I love how fast Planner Kate stuff ships. I swear it's like within hours I get a shipping notification, and that's just wild. So I'm super excited about that. And then I did place for one other shop, and that order's also supposed to deliver tomorrow, so I can't wait to get all of those. I did already film the first half of my Planner Kate haul because I wanted to dig into it. And then I'll just, I'm gonna run out of room here. That's not pretty, but that's okay. And then I'll just film the second half when those get here tomorrow to upload that. I'm excited to share. One of my most favorite things, I did get a ton of kits, which is great. So I stocked up on dashboard kits and a few other things for the year, but I'm super excited. I got one of the big sticker books, the 9x6 ones, and I'm so excited to organize that. Like, I know that sounds ridiculous, but all I have right now is the small reusable one, and I just have stickers literally laying everywhere. And if you guys notice, when I use the small one, like, there's no organization to it at all. So I just have to like flip through and try to find what I'm looking for. So I'm super excited to get the big one out and organize it. I bought some of the like tabs. I'm hoping they work from Walmart that like stick up above the pages so I can use the labels for like school, sort them by color, like, I don't know, all the things like that. That's my thought and hope. Hopefully it works out like that. So I'm excited to try that. That might have been one of my most favorite purchases, but like I said, I did get a ton of kits for January, and then just like my dashboard planner so I can have those stocked up. Okay, let's see here on Wednesday. So Wednesday we have, of course, a few things in the morning. So let's use the timed, oh, here they are. I think I can fit 2 of these maybe above. I could actually probably go like that and then use the like thicker one. Will that look silly? I probably should use 2 of the thicker, huh? So that it's a little bit more cohesive, let's use the thick red one too, so that it matches a little bit more. If you can hear my child, I have no clue what he's doing in there. Do you ever see those TikToks where it's like, if you ever want to judge me on my kids, that's fine, but go off the first one. Because they usually reference how they don't have any control over the second one, and the second one is just feral, which in my case is the third one. But I'm like, that is so true. Like, if you're gonna judge me off the first one, the one that's going to Bible study before school, not the third one, because that kid is feral and I don't ever know what's going on with him. Last night, like I said, we went bowling. And even though we had been up and gone all day to robotics and different things, the kid did not stop moving. Like, he just doesn't stop. He bounces and he dances, loves to dance all over the place. I'm like, can we please stop shaking our butt on everybody? I don't know where he gets this from, but I can assure you it's not me. But the kid's just, he has the best personality. He's also a little feral, so it is what it is, you know? Let's see here. I'm trying to find, here I go, the little cross. I guess the first 2, because my middle child doesn't go to Bible study, but he likes to go to FCA before school. Okay, so we have those, and then I'm gonna go ahead and mark my work hours, and let's see if this one writes a little bit better. Those paper mates are just terrible right now. Perfect. That one writes a little better. It's just a lot thicker. I need to be more careful. Okay. Let's see here. So for Wednesday, I've already got the Bible study and FCA marked before school. My daughter has cheer practice as usual. So let's mark that with, there's mostly pink on this one. Let's see here. I guess we can use this green. This green's pretty. So she has practice here. Again, it's not going to cover the whole time, but it's okay. There we go. Okay, 4:30 to 6, she has practice, and then we have church that night. So I'll go ahead and mark that. I actually have a question. When you guys organize your stickers, do you take stuff like this off of the sheet and put it in your sticker books? Like, cause I have so many of the sheets, you know, just like these that I'm always just like flipping through that I use every single week. Do you take those off and put them in your sticker book? Because I have never done that before. Right now, mine's just leftovers from kits. So like, once I get stuff like this used up, whatever's left, like I just put it on the sticker sheet. But it might be helpful to have all these like icons and things that I use every single week in the book. And so I'm not just like flipping through all the things here. I don't know, just a thought. I'd love to hear what you guys do and how you organize that, because I've been trying to work on it and I don't know that have like a solid plan yet. Okay, let's see here. Got one more of these strips here. Okay, I feel like this is at least covering a good portion of the whiteout. Not as much as I'd like, but it looks pretty good, I think. Okay, so we've got that part down. Let's find a fork and spoon here, and then we need a box right here. So I guess this pink color is probably our best option to try and keep the greens together. Okay, and then we've got work. There we go. And I'll try this one out again for my hours. I know this is probably redundant. I don't have to do this every day. I work the same hours almost every day. But it really helps a good like visual for me to see my time. There we go. Okay, so let's see what we got for Thursday. Thursday's actually a little bit lighter than the other day, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and add our dress-up stuff here. So for my middle schooler, we have ugly Christmas sweater. I already did that for my other child. Of course, I swear it's never the same. I'm like, why don't the schools communicate? Like these two schools, again, if you're new here, 3 kids, 3 different schools. So these 2 schools are doing it this week. My younger child is doing it the next week. And of course, none of them are the same. So even though both kids have ugly Christmas sweater day, it's not the same day. I'm just like, why? Why does that? I don't know. None of it makes sense. Okay. This one has robotics. So let's go ahead and mark that here. A little robot. I just love these robots so much. So cute. Okay, so he has robotics here, and then we have an event at my younger son's school. So I'll use this to mark it. And it's at, what time? 5:30? Right after work, basically. There we go. And it is called Counting on Christmas. There we go. I don't think I have any kind of stickers that would go with that. Wonder if any of my... No, like I have all these little extras left over. I could probably use something there. What about the little gnome guy? He's cute. And it's at our elementary school, and that just kind of goes together, I guess. I don't know. Okay. That's it for Thursday. Thursday's looking pretty good compared to everything else. All right, and then let's move on to Friday. Okay. Oh, I probably didn't even need to white the whole thing out anyway, because it's... I'm going to do it this way because I have so much white out. I want to cover it up, but I didn't even need to do that because this is a dark green. That's okay. All right. I don't love that this is the same color. That's okay. Kind of clashes a little bit to me. All right, we've got our work label. Okay. Go ahead and knock this part out. If I didn't mention, I'm just using the Erin Condren dual tip marker for this. Okay. To start here, I'm going to go ahead and just use this one here. My daughter has FCA in the morning on Friday. Do that. Okay. And then, let's see here, 4 o'clock. I could probably use one of these. I don't really have a ton of big stickers left, do I? Okay, so we'll just do the red here. Maybe. What did I do with the other stickers? There we go, that'll kind of work. All right. My son is ringing bells at Walmart for the Salvation Army from 4 to 6. And then his birthday party is going to be that night at 6:30. It's several of his friends are doing this as well. And so afterwards, they're all just coming to our house and we're just doing like a chill. He just kind of wanted to have a sleepover. Everyone come hang out, nothing crazy, which is great for me. I was hoping there would be a red one on here, but I don't see red. I guess we're gonna have to use green. Green on green? Oh well. There we go. Like I said, we're just having a sleepover and like a party at our house, so nothing crazy there. All right. I almost forgot my stuff over here. Let's see. Let's do this one here. Okay, and then we need our fork and knife, or what is it, spoon? Fork and spoon. Okay, and then I need to do the dress up days. So I don't have any more of those left. so we're going to use this one. Okay. All right, so we've got that added for Friday, and I think that's it as far as actual plans. I'm not sure this accurately describes how busy I'm going to be though, because there's so many extra things to do for a birthday party, and my daughter has a cheer competition on Saturday. Somebody just rang our doorbell, so you can probably hear my dog going crazy upstairs. Okay, so I noticed on here some extra, I had 2 extras of these. So I'm gonna just use those on Saturday and Sunday to just add, well, just to use them up, honestly. I don't want to be wasteful, and they match, so why not? Okay, and then, like I said, my daughter has a cheer competition. I'm gonna just put it up here. It will literally take up the entire day. I don't have our schedule yet, but I do know, well, for one, my daughter coaches, and she coaches a mini team. They will probably have to be there probably even at like 7:30 or 8. It's always really early. And then, kind of similar as my son's last year, I'll write in her be there time, her compete time, awards, all the things, because it's, you know, we have to be there hours before she actually has to compete and warm up and all the things. And then awards are usually hours after. And just, it takes a whole long thing. And then, of course, with her having to be there early for her other team. Yeah. So unfortunately, with my husband, he's going to have to watch all these boys and probably feed them breakfast on Saturday, which he did say he was going to do that. He's okay with it. So that is it for Saturday. The only other thing I want to mark on here, and it's just because we don't do this a whole lot. We got some library books. My son really wanted to go to the library. Why am I trying to use red when everything else is pink and green? My son really wanted to go to the library a couple weeks ago. And he checked out some books. And so they are due on this day. And I just want to write that down so I don't forget. There we go. And I think I even have... Actually, I'm going to use... You guys know me, I just love to use stuff up. So I'm going to use this from last week's kit as well. Just kind of put that on there. So I need to drop off our library books either Friday night or Saturday as we are leaving out of town for this competition. That E looks weird, but oh well. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and mark... There we go. We'll just do it like that. Mark our dinner. And I think that's it for Saturday. He said I'll have to come back and add in. We don't ever get our times until like usually the Wednesday before. So, okay. I don't love all this green, but I don't have any more of this washi. So I'm trying to just like look and see what I have left over from other Christmas things. I have this, but it doesn't really match at all, does it? I guess it's not that big of a deal. This green is so ugly. I guess it's okay, because I'll want to use some washi on my dashboard. Maybe I'll use that. I don't know. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see here. And one of these, use this box here for that. Okay, and then I could use this one for church. I feel like I've done that sometimes and it works out. It's like perfect. Okay. There we go. I wonder if I have something here that would be nice to go with that. I kind of like this one, but I don't know. I want to use these up, you know? Like this one almost kind of looks like a church, but I don't know. Okay. I'm just going to wait. I'll use them on my dashboard or something. It'll be fine. Okay, I did forget, before I go too far here, I did forget my weekend banner. So where do we think this will fit? Don't love that it is so, I wonder if, let's see here. This will cover up quite a bit of the green. I usually do the weekend banner on Saturdays, but it doesn't have to be that way, right? That'll cover up a good chunk of it at least. Okay, that looks better. All right, as far as plans on Sunday, besides church, the Chiefs play. And they have a 12 o'clock game. So they're right after church. I'm going to put it down just a little bit so I'm not right on top of it, you know? Okay, and they play the Chargers. Again, if you can hear my kids, I'm sorry. I have zero clue what's going on upstairs. Okay, my daughter has a practice. There we go. Okay. And I'll use the red here. All right, we have practice on Sunday. I think that's it. Oh, let's go ahead and add in. Let's just double check everything here. As usual, I will wait on pretty much all of these things. No, it's not a payday week. Yeah, most of this stuff I'll wait, or I will put it on my dashboard. So here's what we're looking like Sunday, and it is going to be just a busy week with just prepping everything for the birthday and cheer. And I feel like this is already looking gross up here. I wonder if any of these would kind of work. Just to kind of cover that whiteout up, because it looks like as you touch it, it just gets gross. Thursday, Wednesday, Monday, I think everything looks good, guys. What was that? Oh, I was going to confirm with my son about his birthday. Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you stuck around this video, thank you so much. I would greatly appreciate it if you would like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.